Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Alicia and today's video I'll be wrapping up the month of April. I know we have still a few days, but we're just gonna roll with it and see what happens because there's a lot coming up and I kind of want to get ahead of the game, you know? So let's talk about wrapping up April. So for the month of April, I picked my TBR, and well, I'm still in progress with my TBR and I still have a couple of days, so we'll see where I'm at, but I figure as long as I at least start one of the books, then I will count it for the month. If not, then it will be pushed back and added to a different month. So let's talk about the books. So far, I have read 3 books completely. The first one, and I'll have a picture of it here because I already returned it to the library, and it was The Foxhole Court by Nora something. I don't remember the author's last name, but there'll be a picture here on the screen. Unfortunately, I got about 100 pages into that one, and I ended up DNFing it. I couldn't connect with the characters. I didn't really like the storyline. I don't know, I couldn't get into it, so unfortunately I had to DNF it and send it back to the library. There was other books on my TBR and I wasn't going to read the entire thing and waste my time, basically. So if it's your favorite book, I'm sorry, but I didn't like it. Moving on, I did read my nonfiction for this month, and that is The Bullet Journal Method by Ryder, Carroll. I've seen so many different like Pinterest boards and videos and Instagrams and everything like that towards the like very artistic side of bullet journaling, but I wanted to read the background. Like, I wanted to read how this came about, why was it created, who created it, why did they create it, that sort of thing. And this book gives you an insight and tells you how to basically do the bare minimum bullet journaling. However Ryder Carroll set it up, that is the bare minimum. You set up your key with your little tasks, and if they get done, then you cross them out. If they get migrated to the next, then you draw a little arrow and a backwards arrow. If it's scheduled, you have appointments, you have ideas, you can create collections and sub-collections, and you can connect one to the other, and you can do future logs, and there's a lot. But it was very interesting to read this and to see how and why he created it. And I think it's a pretty good system. I am actually going to start doing one of these. Not right now, I don't think, but I would like to create a bullet journal and see if it works for me or if it's something that doesn't work for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to track certain things, and I think this would be a good system to try to do that with. So we'll see. We will see. I did give this one a 5 out of 5 stars. If you're interested in bullet journaling, I highly recommend that you read this to kind of get a base of where to start. And then if you want to go into the more artistic ones, then by all means go for it. Because I've seen some of the most gorgeous collections and setups and bullet journals, and I wish I was that artistic, but let's be honest, I know I'm not going to be that artistic. I am not artistic at all, and I cannot draw a straight line even with a ruler sometimes. So, but if this helps me organize my thoughts and track things, then I'm all for it. The next book that I did complete was a pretty easy, no-brainer, read it in one day palette cleanser type thing, except this palette cleanser is 384 pages. Lore Olympus Volume 1 by Smythe? there's the author's name. Sorry if I mispronounced it, but this is a good Greek mythology, I don't want to say retelling, because it kind of is, but it kind of isn't. Like, she took Greek mythology gods and goddesses and gave them a whole different world or life imagined. And yes, there are some trigger warnings in this. I know that that kind of stuff happens in life. It didn't bother me to read it. I don't really have much in the way of trigger warnings. I will read anything once. If I don't like it, I don't like it. If I do, I continue. But I really enjoyed reading this, and like some of the coloring is just absolutely gorgeous throughout. And so I look forward to reading more of these. In fact, I already went and bought volume 2. Now, let's get into the books that I'm currently still reading. As you know, we do have book 4 of the Crave series coming up with a book discussion for the Crave Along. And so Court will be discussed this Saturday, the 29th, at 2 on Reed's Readers channel. I will have all the links in the description. So I'm about halfway through this one as we speak. I need to finish this one for Saturday's book discussion. This is a reread for me, so I'm not too hell-bent. Like, if I don't finish it, I don't finish it. I still know what happens in this book. But I would like to finish it so that I can have it fresh in my memory. But I love this series, excited to talk about this one, and yeah, if you haven't read this series, please go check it out, because it's absolutely phenomenal, and I hope you join us for the discussion. The next one that I am currently reading, not too far into it yet, is Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree. This is for my book club reading by candlelight. My co-host Katie and Sam, we put this up as an option, and it was chosen for our April book pick. So we will be discussing this on my channel here in May. Again, links will be in the description, and as well as my co-host book channels, but everyone that I've heard read this one says that it's really good, so I'm hoping that I like it just as much as they do. Now, the last 2 books on this list I have not started yet, and as I'm filming this, it is the 27th, so these may or may not get read. We'll see. If I can start them, great. If not, then they will get moved forward. And those are The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I really do need to read this one ASAP because there's a movie coming out in, I believe, November for this one. And this also, once this is read, I finish out the Hunger Games universe. So I can mark that off as a finished series from my list. So this needs to be done soon. I might take that on my trip that's coming up. I'm not 100% sure. We'll see. And the other one was another nonfiction that was picked, and it is Ordinary Girls by Jaquira Diaz. I'm kind of sad that I didn't and probably won't get to this one this month, but I will read it this year for sure. Mainly because I know the author. She was one of my professors at university, and so I would like to see what she wrote about. This is, I believe, a memoir, and so yeah, it's a memoir. She writes fiercely and eloquently of her challenging girlhood and coming of age. Living in Puerto Rico and Miami Beach. So I'm really interested to see what her life was like and get more insight. As for the rest of the month of April, I had a lot going on. We did some decluttering. I unhauled some books. Videos for those will be coming soon. We had some birthdays in the family. What else did we do? My little ones are starting swim lessons for the year. So we have to do those. Well, we don't have to, but we want them to. Living in Florida, where there's oceans on all sides of the state, and we do have a swimming pool, we want to make sure that they are properly prepared for water. I also did a Universal trip, which again, I will have that video coming out soon, but I'll give you a hint. I rode a ride that I have not done before, so look out for that. I will give you a little sneak peek clip here, and you'll get the rest of it in the other video. Will today be the day that I go on the Incredible Hulk coaster? Stay tuned and find out.
So close.
And that pretty much covers up the month of April. I would like to say that I hope May kind of slows down for me and things can get back to schedule, but I already know that it's not, so bear with me. I'm gonna challenge myself for the month of May. I will go into that a little more in a different video, but that is all for this one. If you liked this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!